And sometimes what makes me mad is like I get taxes, I get fines and tickets and stuff, but sometimes it's just stealing. Like I live in California, and sometimes they're truly just stealing money. I don't think there's another word for it. Like an example is I had to go do a show in San Francisco last year, and to get there I had to go over the Golden Gate Bridge, and it's a toll bridge. And I didn't know that just because I don't live down there. And they want $6 for the bridge, $6 in cash, which might be reasonable. I don't have a strong knowledge base of bridge economics. That might be the exact amount you have to pay to keep that bridge from crumbling into the bay. But they want it in cash only, which is just absolutely unreasonable. Like, I didn't have any cash on me that day. I had a credit card because it was 2011 and I was a grown-up. It's like, sorry I forgot my lunch money, you guys. I do have a pretty common method of payment. And I got to the toll booth and I tried to explain to the dude. I'm like, hey man, I was able to scrounge up $4. It was too late for me to turn around. I didn't know the drill here. I have a credit card. He doesn't seem to hear me because he reacts emotionally, as if I had said something more along the lines of, hey man, I just saw one of your kids back down the street, and I thought it'd be pretty funny to pull over and take a shit in their mouth. So, how do you like that? Like, that's the level of anger coming back at me from this guy for having the audacity to have $4 as opposed to $6. So I try and be reasonable again. I'm like, well, let me just send in the money. Give me an address. I'll send the money in. I'll send in $6. Everybody wins. He hands me what I think is that address. Now I get a toll violation. I get a ticket. Now I have to pay $6 plus another $25 for not having $6. You're stealing the $25. There's no justification for it. After 15 days, it jumps to $70. And it's been like 10 months, and I haven't paid shit, so it's probably like $1 million trillion. I want to get an outrageous bill. I want to get like $1 million bill for a $6 toll. And I'm not trying to be cheap in avoiding it. I know I'll lose. I know I'm going to lose eventually. I'm not trying to be cheap and avoid it, but I just don't agree. Because that law was never voted on. That was just some passed by idiot bureaucrats making an objectively bad decision. Just a bunch of guys in a room, a couple years ago going, okay, it's time for the bridge meeting. I'm sitting in a blue chair, so that makes me leader of the bridge. I thought about it. I feel like the bridge costs $6 cash, and that's it. Law, let's go to the conference room, have some donuts, and circle jerk for 2 hours. That's my impression of Congress sometimes. And the worst part, to top it all off, on the ticket, it said I was fined because I didn't have a, quote, appropriate method of payment, end quote. Really? What adjective would I use to describe a MasterCard as a method of payment? I don't know, appropriate seems to come to mind. Like, it would be inappropriate if I tried to pay with a MasterCard in, like, 1911. That'd be a little weird, Then you should probably find me and question me. Find out where my time machine is. Find out what the Germans are up to. Do women get to vote? Learn some shit. No, the last thing actually I want to say on this is, it's just the cash thing that just does kill me. Like, when you want cash only for a public service, you're just being outrageous. And what bothers me, though, is if you're going to be outrageous, why stop at cash? Have fun with it. Like, if I was the leader of the bridge, I wouldn't stop it. Make it more interesting. Make it like gold dust. Like, to cross the bridge, you gotta weigh out $6 in gold dust, and you gotta wear a prospector's hat while you do it. By law, and you gotta speak in an old-timey prospector's voice and say stuff like, depending on where this came from, hit the main vein just south of Norfolk on the McConnell claim. And if you don't do that, a real bridge troll comes out from under the bridge, eats your car, and you burn in hell for 250 years. Law.